I didn't want to do this, but people were talking and that forced my hand, so power to the people, back for a reason. If you clicked on this video, I'll meet you with greetings. Another episode of the Part My Back Show is me, your host Sebastian West. Follow me on Instagram @_Sebastian West, where you can check out my artwork and all of its splendor. If you don't like what I'm kicking, like what I'm spitting, just know you're tuned to this. The cloth is different. And if it's your first time watching this, listen, I'm a bozo with a camera who is biased and sometimes non-biased with an objective perspective when reviewing movies. Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, whichever one you want to go. Whichever one, however you want to call this film. Salute to my sister for taking us all to see this flick. If she didn't do that, I probably wouldn't have watched this movie at all. I was going to bypass it, easy pass right through it. With no second guessing either. Just wasn't interested. The first one wasn't it was okay, but I never watched it again. I watched it one time, and I think that was enough. I don't own it in the collection, my movie collection. Just wasn't the film that I enjoyed. Thought it was overrated, to be honest with you. So, the sequel. I understand that Homeboy checked out, unexpectedly, so they had to start from scratch. Salute to the director, and went out of the film. Had to start from scratch, and this is what we have. I understand that, right? To me, this film was just a drama. It was melodramatic, bunch of crying through the whole film. It was 3 hours, and it just seems like every other scene, if it wasn't a joke, it was a tear. It was one or two things. It was, you went from OD dramatic to comedy. Silly comedy. Bunch of pandering going on. Waterman, I don't know. It looks like they got the film from Avatar, like an idea, and said, "Yo, let's go this direction because they're blue. We're gonna go with blue, and let's do this." Right? Film opens up with a very sad scene. To some, they address Black Panther dying of illness, and everybody's crying at the funeral, and who's gonna, protect the people and things of that nature. So Angela Bassett, she held the film down, in my opinion. Other than that, it was a doozy. It's very boring. I found myself wanting something to eat while it was going on. I was thinking about what I'm going to eat after the film. If I had to go to the bathroom, I probably would have left and went to the bathroom during the film due to it not being that much of importance to me. And I didn't think I would have missed anything. So the sister takes on the Black Panther title. She makes the flower power from hair gel and his DNA and some things she found in the kitchen cabinet. Whipped it up, and lo and behold, we have the Black Panther flower power, and she is now, possesses the powers of Black Panther. Namor, the water guy, Aquaman, he's tight due to the Americans finding the vibranium, the precious metal, the precious, what I'm talking about, the purple stuff, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those who've seen the film. So he needs to protect that due to the government found some access to it in the Atlantic Ocean somewhere. So he's protecting that. His people are protecting that. He feels like they're going to wipe out the water people due to them finding this in the ocean. So he goes to the Wakandians, if that's what you want to call them, to form an alliance about what's going on. Angela Bassett also was against, sharing this precious mineral to the world. She was against that as well, and of course, the United Nations, somebody didn't like that either. So, long story short, let's get to the chase, man. So, Waterman Namor, whatever, he wanted to team up with Wakanda to fight the people above ground, right? Shorty wasn't with it due to him saying, "All right, we're going to kill them." All right, so she wasn't with it, so he said, "Okay, if you're not with me, you're my enemy." So that's just what it is right now. This is what we're gonna do. I'm here for the smoke. Cool. So, Black Panther's wife, who just went to Haiti, they went to go talk to her, telling her they need her. She's the only one that can sneak into Waterman's underwater lair. So she's able to sneak in that on some James Bond spy espionage type stuff without being noticed. Don't know how that happened, but hey, look, that's just what happened in the film. Sneaks there, get the sister Siri and whatnot, and boom, they escape. Also, I bypass this. They meet the Ironheart Shorty at MIT. They got some sort of hint from what's homeboy's name, the agent and whatnot, about her being in Boston and when a 19-year-old who just built basically an Iron Man suit out of stolen car parts from the salvage yard. So she was able, mad scientist, and built Iron Man suit in a garage that she somehow was able to afford. I guess by writing papers for everybody, you get the rent to afford the garage and whatnot. Cool. So it has a scene, a little chase scene. Of course, you got to have a chase scene right on the highway, correct? Endangering innocent lives, right? That's what you do. Cool. You for the people, yet you're endangering their lives by being chased by the police. They meet some warriors from Namor's crew, have a little battle. Shorty, the lieutenant and whatnot, she has a little tussle with, I guess, the other lieutenant from the water people. Have a little Mexican standoff. They're in there square dancing in the middle of the street. Cool. Police not around. They do pop up. Water tribe smoking like a pack of cools, and they go back into the water. Boom. That's when they take the Shorty from MIT. They take her with them into the water place. Her and Siri. They take both of them. Meaningless banter with the agent. I don't know why he was in the film. He really didn't need homeboy. Just a waste of time, waste of space. Fast forward, Angela Bassett dies. Her character dies. She was drowned. So now Siri drinks the flower power. I told you about that earlier. She sees Killmonger, and I thought she was going to snap out like some sort of Wolverine and just start getting busy. But that didn't happen. Lo and behold, that's not what happened, okay? Namor attacks Wakanda, flood the city. People survive, people die, and there you have it. So the guy, what's my man, be in the mountains, like the gorilla tribe or something like that. I just thought they could have done more with him. Honestly, like, had him more implemented in the film. He said a few fly things, cracked a few jokes, but that was it. Like, he really didn't. So the major battle between Namor's crew and Wakanda, right? Anticlimactic. Some cheesy, cheap CGI with the Black Panther suit on. She put it on and did a few tricks and flips. And Ironheart had a 5-minute scene. She battled Namor and had a spear pierce her whole, basically, sternum. Went straight through. She lived. Don't ask me how, but she lived. I guess the suit, the nanonites and whatnot healed her instantaneously because she ended up causing Namor to kneel. And that's it. That is the film, man. That is the film. 3 hours. It was rough. And the last credit scene is more crying. She meets Black Panther's son. And it goes off. That was it. Once again, Marvel is slapping, putting lipstick on a pig and call it a masterpiece. That's what they're notorious for doing. They're going to keep doing this until people stop showing up for these films because they're not producing good content, in my opinion. Marvel hasn't had a dope film. I'm saying a dope film since Stan Lee checked out. I'm going to reiterate, they haven't had a dope film till Stan Lee checked. When he checked out, it was over. They've been making some doozies, and I'm glad I'm not paying for them. Salute to my sister and whatnot for holding me down so I wouldn't have to go purchase a ticket because I wasn't doing so. Remember, Big Shot's number. Gets a 5, man. 5 out of 10 of Sebastian's artwork. All right, man. 5 at best. Remember, Big Shot's number, little shot that kept shooting. Slow run is better than no run. If you don't like my reviews, cut me some slack, and if that ain't good enough, pardon my back. In the meantime, hold it down. Watch some more of my videos too. Salute.